we have been understanding there is a beautiful text which is here is Sangeeta and this Samir has also here. Thank you. Vivek is also here. So we have been understanding this text written by the great master known as Manisha Panchakam. Panchakam means 5 verses. And Manisha, we have been talking about it. Manisha is a simple, pure intellect that does not need a master's degree or a PhD degree to understand the basic and fundamental truths of our life. That is what the Manisha is. I understand, I can see from your pictures that you are a man and women, so I don't need any kind of an IQ. Similarly, to enter into the state of meditation, we don't need that IQ, but that intellect must be pure. One, and it should take over the mind that projects happiness and the suffering outside. So we know the story, the outcast was facing the great master who took bath and approaching to a temple to meditate on the Shiva. And the master said, "Go away, go away." And that illiterate, so called, it appears illiterate, but he was also an enlightened master. So when this master says, go away, that outcast looked very dirty. He says, to whom you are saying, go away, go away? To whom? Body? Body is made up of the same matter. Your body, my body. You see, Manisha, we have to apply Manisha. Your body, my body is the same matter, constantly changing. If you see this body is impure, but we are not the body, to whom you are saying, go away, go away? Look at this, become aware of this. It means I am Stephen, Stephen is me at the standpoint of body. There is no difference. There is no difference. But be very clear that we are not the body. You know, there are two elements which are required to succeed in meditation: seeking through Manisha, searching through the practice. Do you see? You have windows, so it is constantly moving, it is seeking, it is seeking, it is finding clarity. Same thing. Now, this outcast, this guy says to the master, challenges the master. Challenges the master. Say, so if you say, go away to the body, you are not the body, I am not the body, to whom you are saying, go away, go away. That is why we say in meditation we have to transcend the body. But then he challenges, he says, consciousness cannot be divided. The space, you cannot divide the space. Space is, consciousness is like a space. So you cannot say it is my consciousness, you cannot say it is your consciousness. So the consciousness cannot be divided. How can you say go away, go away? Look at it. Can I create that vision in my life, that perception in my life? The life changes completely. And the third point, standpoint, When I say I am an individual, what it means? Have you ever thought of it? No, no, I'm an individual. It is my privacy. In fact, there is no privacy, but still, if we want to convey to the others, we have some grudge against, no, no, don't talk to me. It is my private affairs. Everybody knows. So when I say I'm an individual, it means the body mind complex. We use the word body mind complex plus I. That becomes an individual consciousness. But is this individual consciousness true? I am not the body. Consciousness is one. So, as an individual consciousness, in the beginning, to succeed in meditation, we say this individual consciousness, where the body is false, consciousness is true. Means what? I, as an individual consciousness, appears true, but it is not true. So, in the first verse, we understood that I am pure consciousness. In the second verse, we understand that pure consciousness is me. Do you see? Have you heard about Archimedes? He discovered specific gravity. The king asked him to find out my crown, whether it is made up of pure gold or not. But you have not to break the gold crown. Do you remember the story? He became a great scientist. So he tried it. He said, after a particular period, the king said, if you cannot find it, I'll hang you to the death. So he was totally absorbed in finding the truth. One day he was taking a bath in the bathtub. Bath full of water. His body was there, and he saw the water overflowed from the bathtub. And he found the answer. He was naked. So he came out in the street, and he was running naked in the street, saying, Eureka, Eureka, I have found it, I have found it. You see, you make a small discovery that gives you immense pleasure. What about the happiness if you find your true nature? That is the point I'm making. So the third point, that ordinary looking person makes, that sun that reflects in clean, transparent, and calm water, and the sun that reflects in a muddy water does not affect the sun. Means my true nature is not affected. I am 5 years old, 10 years old, male or female, belong to one country or the other country. Do you see that? That is the point this master is making. That ordinary person is explaining to the master. And the master heard this and he says, you are my guru. You are already enlightened. Chandalostu satu dijo astu guru ritisha manisha mam. So the master says, it is my manisha. It is my pure, simple intellect perceives the truth. What truth it perceives? I am pure consciousness. That is the ultimate result of any meditation. So what is that? That consciousness is me. So what is that me? It is Satchidananda. What is Satchidananda? Absolute existence, consciousness, bliss. So once we discover that common element, what happens? One of the most beautiful thing our master says, any concept is a product of knowledge. When I will explain through the intellect, through the mind, it is a concept. Understand one of the most beautiful thing in our tradition. What is that tradition? You say I'm husband, it is a concept. I'm a wife, it is a concept. You say I'm David, it is a concept. I'm Stephen, it is a concept. I'm Girish, it is a concept. I live in the house is a concept. Because the intellect can understand any knowledge based on the concept. So it has a content of thought, the words and the phrases, and you go on explaining it. So I have to explain what meditation is, how to do meditation. So I have to explain it through the concept. Science understands everything through a concept, which we say principle, laws, etc., etc. No, when you say wife, the picture is very clear. When you say husband, picture is very clear in the mind, isn't it? No, I stay in Phoenix. Oh, picture is very clear. Because of, so the knowledge takes place in the mind because of that concept. Are you getting it? It's very simple. We don't need IQ. Now, real self is not a concept. So, what we do in meditation, we use the concept to transcend all the concepts. That never happens in science. So, then there is a question of belief and disbelief in science. In our journey, we say we are playing with the concept. Why? To understand the mind, to understand the nature of the mind, and to understand the process of meditation. And ultimately, we bypass all the concepts. That is why we say meditation is transcending the mind. Now, coming to the third big statement. We have four big statements in Eastern wisdom. First, it is known as I am pure consciousness. Through the Manisha, arrive at that conclusion, then do the practice, realize that. Second is Aham Brahmasmi. That real self is me. That real self, that pure consciousness is me. Yes, that is me. And the third is English translation will be that thou art. You are that. What is that? So we miss the concept. Simply we say you are that. We bypass the concept. It's a little, not very difficult to understand. So as we progress in the journey, I see you, you are an outcast, the master says. I see you from my Manisha, that you appear as an individual consciousness, but in reality, you are that. You are that pure consciousness. You are that enlightened. You are my Guru. I prostrate to you. Pick up any New York bestseller. You oppose their concept, and they will fight you tooth and nail. And here the master is addressing an ordinary person because you have that wisdom. You have questioned And you have asked me the big question. You are that. You are pure consciousness. That is why I prostrate to you. That is why you are my master. You are my master. We reach to this conclusion in the intellect by the three steps. Shravanam, listening to the principles again and again. Teacher personalizes these instructions. My master used to speak a lot, and every time, every time I used to get something new. Shravanam. Then I have to think my own. When I say, when I say that the space cannot be divided, then I have to think of it. Am I conscious? Yes, I'm aware. What is this awareness? Is this awareness different from your awareness? Answer is no. So I found a common element. Am I the body? Am I the body means I am carbohydrate, I am protein, I am fat, I am vitamins. Is this possible? No. Body is inert. Body is composed of matter. I am not the body. So when I think, contemplate, and reflect, then we awaken to Manisha. So in the second step is there is a more contemplation and reflection. What happens through the contemplation? Clarity comes. What happens from the reflection? There is a freedom from the doubt. Where the doubt occurs in the mind, so the intellect contemplates and reflects and filters out everything, every element of the doubt by understanding. So once we enter into that Manisha, meditation becomes a play and a fun. It becomes a joy. So the third step, which is known as Niridhyasana, means a regular practice with wisdom. Regular practice with wisdom. Regular practice not with the fancies and imagination. I met in New Jersey. He came from the New York. He's an Indian guy. He made his good fortune, maybe 50, 60 million or $100 million, I don't know, as he was saying to me, came to my house. So he said, now I have everything. I have house and all the luxuries in India and here. Now I want to enter into meditation. I said, good enough. I will only accept you as my teacher if you show me that you can levitate. I will put lot of money for you. I don't want to tell his name. I said, all your money is a wastage for me. Even if I can levitate, I will never show you I can do it. But how you can relate levitation with the meditation? How you have created that wrong notion? And one thing is sure, if you are interested in levitation, then you are meeting a wrong person. Second question, even if you can levitate, can you be in permanent state of peace and happiness? Then I told a small story of another great master. He used to tell Ramakrishna Paramahans. There, a Tantra master came after 20 years of penance. And there are practices, no doubt. That has nothing to do with meditation. So, that Tantra guy practiced for 20 years and he achieved a power. What is that power? He could walk on the water. We are differentiating between a true journey of a seeker and a fake journey of a seeker. So Ramakrishna was a great enlightened master. And this Tantra guy said, what you have done in your life? 20 years, you wasted your life. You're just sitting here in meditation and guiding people. So the master asked, so what happened to you? No, in 20 years I did the penance, I can walk on the water. I can cross this river from one side to the other side. Pay attention. And this Ramakrishna laughed. And said, I use 1 penny to cross the river through a boat from one side to the other. I need not to spend 20 years to get one power to walk on the water. Did you get it? 20 years you have spent, you got some power by which you can walk on the river, and with a great ego you have come to me to challenge me. So the master said, I'm already defeated. I don't need to spend 20 years to get one power, and still I'm not in peace. That is why I'm challenging you and others. I crossed the river paying 1 penny to a boatman. I'm happy. Did you find the inner peace? Did you discover your true nature? That is Manisha. I have to find my true nature, inner peace. I can claim and discover and declare that I am pure consciousness. And that pure consciousness is full of permanent peace and happiness, love and wisdom. I have found that common element which is present in everyone. That is the goal of meditation. So, what happens when you reach to the third statement, you are that? Even you address yourself as a third person, body mind complex, not me, body, not me, pure consciousness, I am. And you see your body. That is the beauty of this journey of meditation. One of the most striking things happens as you progress into meditation. The law of karma doesn't apply on you. You transcend that. Am I making a big statement? The answer is yes. Every master says that. Law of karma doesn't apply to you. Means what? The sins that we have committed, they are all burned in the fire of the meditation. That is what this third verse talks about. You live into the body, but you constantly know that you are not the body. You live in the breath, but you constantly aware that you are not the breath. According to the saying of one another master, that element, that common element, is present in the earth, not the earth. It is present in the body, but not the body. It is present in the mind, but not the mind. It is present in every thought, but not the thought. We have to discover that element. Only Manisha can see that, can perceive that. So we have to seek through the mind in the intellect. So once the seeking is over, we enter into searching, and that searching is a practice of meditation. So practice has two steps. One is seeking, and the other is searching, exploring. What we are exploring in meditation, that the same consciousness. Don't be serious. There is nothing big statement I'm making. Every master makes this statement coming from the teachings of the Eastern wisdom. Let us start our journey. Close your eyes. And first stage. The stage one, steadiness of the body and the mind facing inside to the self. Mind facing inside to the emptiness or darkness. I'm tweaking the first step, and you need to think it over. Do the practice couple of times of today's practice, and I'll point out what I'm tweaking. So I have been saying in the stage one, what? The body is steady. Good. Your body is steady. You have an experience, no doubt. Mind is facing within in the state of emptiness or darkness, and you agree with it. Manisha says yes. Now, do you find even 1% of calmness? You will say yes. So, what is our exploring? Searching? That becomes the practice. Unbroken continuity of that calmness. That is tweaking. So, every time you sit, you start the meditation, whether with me or anyone else. Follow this step. Check. Are you calm little bit? Even 1%? Yes, I'm calm. Can you continue that state of the calmness? Is there an unbroken continuity of that calmness at this time? Because it breaks up, that is why we follow the other steps. Otherwise, one step is enough. Continue to see the unbroken continuity of the calmness in that state. Now be comfortable, move the mind on the neck joint. Be there, feel sensation being comfortable and steadiness. Shoulder joints. Look at the shoulder joints on one side. You are aware of unbroken continuity of calmness. On the other side, you are exploring. See that. A simple tweaking can transform our life. It's not a question of belief. People say, where is permanent happiness? You sit down. First, enter into the Manisha, clear your mind. And here, for you guys, simple thing, guys and girls. Calmness should continue. And you continue the journey, the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. being comfortable, sensation, and steadiness. Yeah, being carefree, being carefree. We have done many times. What is that? I'm not the body. That is one way of saying we understood in the Manisha, but here, any thought that enters into the mind is not me. It is separate from me. Can I see that separation? How do I see? Same water. On the surface, you have ripples. Deep inside, couple of meters below, no ripples. Water is the same. And what you are seeing, there is no ripple here, and there are ripples in the waves on the surface. That is what we is being carefree. So what that means, we move the mind within, deeper within, and you are carefree. Being casual, we have been understanding being casual, natural, in the state of doing nothing. You do anything with a concept. When you are aware that you are in a state of doing nothing, you are aware. Consciousness does nothing. Space does nothing. Because I identify with my mind, with my intellect, with the past impression, with the future worries, the entire journey becomes painful. First stage is over. The second stage, we continue to purify the mind for clarity. Patanjali makes it very clear. What it makes clear? Any practice of breathing and pranayama brings the remarkable focus and purifies the mind, removes the ignorance. Are you aware of the continuity of that calmness? We tend to forget. Throughout the practice, a simple tweaking. And outside, let us do it. Look inside the belly button. Good. And start breathing quick, short, and the gentle breath through both the nostrils into the belly. You are aware of the calmness that continues. You are doing the breathing outside with the body and the breath. See that? I'm just reminding you, it will happen. And stop this. Take a deep, silent, and slow breathing without making a noise. It should take time. And with breathing out during exhalation, the lips remain together and you start the humming sound longer, deeper, and louder. But the breath remains the same deep, silent, and slow. Continue. Long, deep, louder, deeper. And stop the humming sound. Look deep inside. Look deep inside the forehead in the space. You are looking there. Good. And start hammering. You know the hammer and the nail? We force the nail to be fixed into the wall by the hammer. So, mental hammering of the mantra Om 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 Om. It should be quick, fast, and loud in your mind. You hear it. And you don't allow even a single thought between the two Om. And you keep looking inside the forehead. We are hammering that so that the mind will go deeper, deeper, and deeper. see that. Mentally, no movement of the lips and the tongue. The mind should work on the mind. And stop this, do nothing for a while, and experience as if the mind has merged into the space. We will add this step now in every following sessions. You see what is the point of quick, fast, and loud hammering? With awareness, we don't allow even a single thought between the two om. You are preventing the past impressions to enter into the mind. What will happen? The mind will go back and see the continuity of the calmness. Now, we will drop Om Shanti to superimpose whatever the thoughts are left. And I have been saying it. Any thought comes, mentally you drop Om Shanti. Mentally, softly, and gently. How you drop that? And I have already explained a couple of times. I come to your house and you ask me what I do. I say Om Shanti. Where are you going, Om Shanti? How you are going, Om Shanti? For every question, the same way we treat our mind at this moment so that I can see the continuity of the calmness on the other side of the mind. Please continue. Now stop this step, become aware of the head and the neck. We're asking the mind to know consciously what we are doing. Head in the neck outside, and experience is sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now look inside the head and the neck. You see, you feel the sensation in the space that is calmness and quietness. Move the mind deeper, and we find the horizon infinite space all around or darkness. That is okay. So every time we are empowering the mind, this is the way. The right arm outside, sensation, relaxation, stillness. Inside, simply you see the space and the sensation, and that is calmness and quietness. And continue to move deeper inside. Horizon, as if we enter into the no man's land. I'm giving a word to explain that feeling, that awareness. Left arm outside, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Inside, calmness and quietness. Don't stop the journey. Continue to move deeper into the space. Horizon. Chest and the belly. Chest and the belly. Outside, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Inside, calmness and quietness. And beyond and behind, calmness and quiet. Calmness is also a concept. Quietness is also a concept. Horizon as a pointer to beyond that concept. Right leg outside. I'm not saying anything, you know it. Inside, you know it. And then you enter into the horizon. Left leg outside, inside, horizon. The entire body outside, inside, beyond. And return to the three-pointed awareness of the breath. Now that calmness, unbroken continuity of the calmness becomes the horizon. And on the surface, you are aware of the breath. You know the breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath and you do not change. So that serves as a reminder that there is a continuity of calmness. I believe you get it. Let us see. So almost you are in a state of doing nothing, aware of the breath. You know the breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath and you do not change it. But then where the mind is, it is looking beyond. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, keep your palms on your eyes and open the eyes inside. Now, when you bring your hands down with eyes open, you have to remind the mind with the Manisha, I am pure consciousness. That pure consciousness is me. And when you look all around, you are that. Just live into that state for a while. Bring the hands down. We will share our experiences and and we'll have questions and answers also. So, how are you, Stephen?
I'm good. It was the only way I can describe it is I felt multiple depths of the mind.
That's
Um,
good.
there was I could tell from how deep I was based off of the darkness within the mind and the quiet and settledness. And each time something changed, whether it be the breathing or moving to the arms, I would know that I'm coming back to the surface because I would move more to the light. And then as my mind would go deeper, it would get darker. And
Oh,
so I knew I was in this realm of deep meditation or deep, well, I'm not sure what it's called. So
yes,
that
yes.
was So it was amazing. And even towards the end, when you started the Om Shanti chant, I felt myself coming back to the surface, but then I started feeling myself going back. I could have not come out of it. I could have stayed in meditation. So I
What
kind
a
of forced myself to come out.
what a beautiful experience. Thank David. You have to thank David.
I have to, I'm sorry, you said what?
You have to thank David.
Okay. Thank you, David.
What a beautiful. You exactly understood the concept and you followed that. Your mind followed. What a beautiful journey. How are you, David and Jerry? David, yes, and Jerry.
Sorry, that was amazing. That was so. I struggle a little bit with the long, slow breaths, and at the end of it, I noticed some tears. And then when you went into the hammering, the om 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 om, I
Yeah,
just from then on I was in this really vast nothingness, and all I remember is my breath. In fact, I don't even think I needed to use Om Shanti at all because I don't even think I had any thoughts. It was just my breath in this open, vast space um, with no horizon. I couldn't see a horizon, just open space the entire time.
just open space.
And then
What a beauty.
by the end of it, I was um, cold, which is
Oh,
unusual for me. Yeah, I'm
that's
Canadian.
beautiful. You are undergoing a tremendous change inside, and that is going to reflect in the change in attitude, in responses outside, also in your relationship, in your profession, in things and outside. That is bound to happen.
Thank you.
And the second thing you see that is what happens. I say different stages of meditation. You have performed one stage and you don't need the next one because you are already there. So that indicates somewhat the continuity of that state. It's a beautiful, wonderful. So, how are you, Jerry?
Hi, doing well. The underlying calmness was always there, so I was able to just noticing that, and then the hammering of the Om. I just noticed a couple times that thoughts wanted to come in,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's
it
good.
was nope, we're not having any thoughts.
Yet
So
not having any thought. You see, it's a conscious step to know if the thought is entering into my mind or not. Between the two ohm, any thought occurs, I know it. It means I'm not hammering quick, fast, and loud. Or the mind, the past impression are entering. So I know it consciously. That's a beautiful, beautiful, Jerry. How are you, Terry?
It seemed like it was really fast. All the stages seemed really fast to me, and a lot of things were happening.
Yeah.
I remember during the hammering the Om, I was thinking, how can I do it loud if it's not I was thinking a thought about how could it be loud when there's no sound. And then I just, a lot of things like that would just come to me, and it's almost like they're all vying for my attention. The the concepts versus the doing.
Yes, 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 yes. You are getting there. Very good, good. This is, we'll introduce these steps in a slow manner, and that will help us. We can do it quick, fast, and loud in our mind, because the first it is the mind and its motive becomes active, then it is expressed outside. Wonderful. So how are you, Anne?
I'm fine. I feel more and more when I meditate that I don't feel my body as if it were not there.
You were asking me, am I progressing?
That's
Is it not good progress?
you think so? Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
wonderful. Yeah, it's sometimes with the fast movement, the hum, I feel my mind gets lazy. I relax, and then I go
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
There are many
I feel fine.
there are many benefits of that. One of them is that you calm down your mind when you are doing it quick, fast, and loud. So you are getting away with unwanted, uninvited thought pattern.
Yeah.
That is another way. How are you, sir, Samir?
I'm fine, sir. Sir, my body became totally stiff. It was very hard, like stone. Means it became very stiff. I wasn't able to
Yeah.
move. Means and some darkness was piercing inside me at the end of the meditation. Some means something was piercing inside me. Darkness. I don't know what was that.
That's another beautiful experience. Patanjali says, I need not to be crazy after the body. You just follow the mind, move the mind inside, and the body will enter into the state of motionlessness. And then it starts freezing. Then it becomes like a rock. What it means? It is preventing the mind to go out. Ultimately, all the thoughts will drop. You see, understanding, seeking, understanding is very important. Teacher is not important. You are
Sir,
most important as a
sometimes,
student.
sir, excuse me, sir. Sometimes there is pain in body.
Hmm.
Sometimes there is pain in body, and when we are doing meditation, we forget the pain. And when we
Yes.
come out of the meditation, then again we start feeling the pain.
Yeah, because of the mind and its past impression, which identifies with the body, and the pain returns. Make your pain a friend. And Vaibhav, how are you?
So it was a different experience. Actually, it happening me from in last week as well. Like my whole body is like going to sleep. It's just that awareness inside, and then when I realize that this is the only thing, then it's going like traveling like the very speed inside.
Hmm. Very
And
good.
like I don't understand that what is this, and then it's like it's and like I don't understand this in the end.
You are dropping identification with the body. That is the whole purpose. One of the main purpose in meditation. You drop the identification of the body. You need not to worry about meditation. You are already there. It's happening. It's happening. Very good. How are you, Shobha ji?
सर आपने बहुत जल्दी खत्म करा दिया
उतना ही टाइम है. Time to feel
सर
very good.
एक्चुअली यस एग्जैक्टली वापस आया नहीं चाह रहा था मतलब मुझे ये पता था कि आपने एंड कर दिया आप बुला रहे हो बट मेरे को लाइट से बॉडी के अंदर लाइट ट्रेवल कर रहा था
Yeah,
और
she
मेरे
feels
को वापस
the
नहीं आ
light
रहा
is traveling in the body, and she also felt that the meditation finished very early. Remember the word of a great master Arvindo. When you enter into meditation and it becomes difficult for you to come out of meditation, you have succeeded in it. One option, one way to say it. So it does not mean that you will stop doing the social, professional, and other activities. No, that's not the case. Now the mind wants to live deeper and deeper and within and within. Wonderful. Sangeeta ji, how are you?
सर बहुत पीसफुल था और जब ओम 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 करा तो वाइब्रेशंस हो रही थी सिर में
Very,
और
very. She felt
मतलब
vibration when she was hammering Om inside her head.
और बाकी मतलब बहुत ज्यादा पीसफुल एकदम
Oh,
खाली और
beautiful. Continue. करते रहो पुष्कर.
काफी अच्छा लग रहा था सर और सर हैमरिंग जो थी ओम की सर काफी अच्छी
So I think everyone liked that hammering. So I will keep that step here. That's good. I will deepen that practice. Very good. And Vivek.
How are you? I mean, it was very good. I mean, hammering sound was. I mean, it is still in my mind, and I almost lost the control of my body. I don't want to come back. I mean, it was like that. But
Beautiful.
yeah. But the hammering sound is still there.